Socrate Mind, an emblematic figure in personal development, emphasizes the idea that goals are the compass of success. Without a clear direction, our efforts risk scattering, leaving us in frustrating stagnation. Defining goals means giving meaning to our actions, transforming dreams into tangible realities. Socrate Mind teaches that every great achievement begins with a precise vision. Whether in career, relationships, or health, a well-defined goal acts as a beacon in the storm, guiding our steps even in the face of obstacles. But why are goals so crucial? They create a mental structure, channel energy, and reinforce discipline. Without them, we risk drifting, influenced by circumstances or fleeting desires. Socrate Mind recounts the story of a traveler lost in a desert, saved by fixing on a specific point to reach. This point is the goal. It is not enough to want to succeed. One must know exactly what that means. A vague goal like being happy lacks substance. In contrast, aiming to run a marathon in 6 months provides measurable direction. Socrate Mind encourages us to reflect deeply. What do we really want? This introspection is the first step in laying the foundations for a fulfilling life. The clarity of the goal determines the strength of our commitment. By visualizing our aim, we activate our subconscious, which begins to spot opportunities aligned with this vision. Socrate Mind insists, a clear goal attracts success like a magnet. It pushes us to step out of our comfort zone, to overcome fears, and to persevere in the face of failures. Socrate Mind teaches that the first step in setting goals is to engage in sincere introspection to identify what we truly want. Too often, we pursue goals dictated by society, family, or external expectations, neglecting our true aspirations. For Socrate Mind, a goal must resonate with our essence. Otherwise, it will lack the power to motivate us sustainably. Start by asking yourself fundamental questions. What are you passionate about? What would make you proud in 5 years? Imagine your ideal life without financial or social constraints. Socrate Mind recommends a simple exercise. Write down everything that comes to mind, without censorship, for 10 minutes. Note your dreams, whether big or small, writing a book, traveling, starting a business, improving your health. This raw list is a treasure trove. Next, prioritize these desires. Which ones ignite a flame within you? Socrate Mind emphasizes, a goal must evoke a strong emotion, as it is this energy that will carry you through tough times. Avoid goals imposed by others. They drain your motivation. For instance, wanting to become a doctor to please your parents while hating science will lead to failure or dissatisfaction. Once your desires are identified, refine them by asking specific questions. Why this goal? How will it change my life? Socrate Mind recounts the story of a man who, upon discovering his passion for teaching, left a lucrative career for a more fulfilling life. This step requires courage. Confronting your true desires may reveal uncomfortable truths. But it is by aligning your goals with your heart that you unleash your potential, according to Socrate Mind. Socrate Mind emphasizes that a vague goal is a recipe for failure. Wanting to succeed or being fit lacks precision, making it difficult to measure progress. A goal must be specific, clear, and defined. Socrate Mind proposes the SMART method: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound. For example, instead of saying, I want to be rich, set a goal like to earn 100,000 euros per year within 3 years by starting a consulting business. This specificity provides a clear direction. Socrate Mind advises visualizing the goal as a destination on a map. Without precise coordinates, you cannot chart the path. Take the time to write your goal in detail. For instance, regarding health, don't say, "I want to be fit," but rather, "I want to lose 10 kilograms in 6 months by training 3 times a week and following a balanced diet." This clarity eliminates ambiguity and allows you to focus. Socrate Mind stresses the importance of asking precise questions. What, when, how, where, why? This transforms a vague intention into a concrete plan. For example, an aspiring writer might aim to write an 80,000-word novel within a year by writing 500 words a day. This approach provides structure and makes progress measurable. Socrate Mind tells the story of an entrepreneur who, with a precise goal, to open 3 stores in 2 years, turned a small idea into a successful chain. Specificity is key to avoiding procrastination and maintaining motivation, as it gives a sense of control and direction. According to Socrate Mind, a goal must be measurable to assess your progress and stay motivated. Without clear indicators, it's easy to lose sight of the goal or become discouraged. Measuring means translating the goal into numbers or concrete milestones. For example, if your goal is to improve your finances, set a specific amount to save each month, such as save 500 euros per month for a year. Socrate Mind recommends breaking large goals into measurable steps. For marathon, this could be run 5 kilometers in under 30 minutes within a month, then 10 kilometers in 2 months. These milestones make progress tangible and prevent the feeling of an insurmountable goal. Socrate Mind suggests keeping a journal to note your advancements, whether it's lost pounds, pages written, or clients acquired. This regular tracking reinforces discipline and confidence. For instance, a student aiming for a degree could measure their progress by the number of chapters reviewed each week. Socrate Mind emphasizes measuring creates a positive feedback loop. Every small victory fuels your motivation. It tells the story of a woman who, by tracking her daily progress in learning a language, achieved fluency in a year. Measuring also means adjusting. If you don't reach a milestone, analyze why and adapt your plan. Socrate Mind sees this as a dialogue with oneself, where numbers become allies to stay on track. Socrate Mind warns against overly ambitious goals that paralyze or too modest ones that fail to inspire. An achievable goal is a balance between challenge and realism. It should push you out of your comfort zone without being out of reach. For example, aiming for a marathon in 6 months without running experience is unrealistic, but targeting a 5 kilometers race is attainable. Socrate Mind advises assessing your current resources, time, skills, finances before setting a goal. If you want to start a business, ask yourself, do I have the funds, knowledge, network? If not, incorporate acquiring these resources into your plan. Socrate Mind suggests breaking big dreams into intermediate steps. For instance, to become a writer, start by writing an article, then a short story, before aiming for a novel. This gradual approach builds confidence. Socrate Mind shares the story of a man who, wanting to become a speaker, began by speaking in front of small groups before filling auditoriums. Achievability also relies on honesty with oneself. Acknowledge your current limits, but don't let them define you. Socrate Mind emphasizes, an achievable goal is like a ladder. Each rung is a step you can take, but the whole elevates you. Avoid comparisons with others. Your path is unique. By adjusting your ambitions to your abilities while aiming higher, you create lasting momentum. Realism, according to Socrate Mind, is the safeguard that anchors your goals in reality. A goal can be specific and measurable, but if it ignores your constraints, time, energy, resources, it risks frustrating you. Socrate Mind recommends aligning your ambitions with your current context. For example, aiming for a promotion in a month when you're just starting at a company is unrealistic. Instead, set a goal to acquire a key skill in 3 months to strengthen your candidacy. Realism does not mean giving up on big dreams, but planning them with pragmatism. Socrate Mind suggests evaluating potential obstacles, lack of time, limited finances, or family responsibilities. Integrate these constraints into your plan. For instance, if you work full-time, a goal like studying 2 hours a day for a degree is more realistic than 4 hours. Socrate Mind illustrates this with the story of a single mother who, by adjusting her learning goals to 1 hour each evening, earned a degree in 3 years. Realism also requires anticipating the unexpected. Life is unpredictable. Illnesses, emergencies, failures, and a rigid plan can collapse. Socrate Mind advises building in a buffer. If you aim to lose 10 kilograms in 6 months, plan for 8 to absorb setbacks. By staying grounded in what is possible, you avoid discouragement and build lasting confidence. Socrate Mind emphasizes the importance of a deadline for each goal, as without a deadline, procrastination sets in. A time-defined goal creates a sense of urgency that motivates action. For example, instead of saying, "I want to learn Spanish," set a goal like to speak Spanish fluently within 18 months by studying 30 minutes a day. Socrate Mind recommends realistic yet challenging deadlines. A deadline that is too short creates stress. One that is too long dilutes motivation. For a complex project, such as writing a book, set intermediate milestones. Finish the first draft in 6 months. Revise in 2 months. Socrate Mind tells the story of an entrepreneur who, by giving himself a year to launch his product, structured his work into monthly steps, achieving his goal on time. Deadlines also force prioritization. If your goal is to change careers, set a date to obtain a certification or network. Socrate Mind advises using a calendar to visualize these deadlines and to review them regularly. If a deadline becomes unrealistic, adjust it without abandoning the goal. The discipline of time transforms intentions into results. Socrate Mind sees deadlines as partners, not enemies, that structure your path to success. A goal without a plan is just a wish, according to Socrates Mind. Once you have defined your SMART goal, a detailed action plan is necessary. Break the goal down into concrete steps. For example, to lose 10 kilograms, plan, consult a nutritionist this month, start a workout program next week, follow a diet starting Monday. Socrates Mind emphasizes granularity. Each step must be clear and achievable. If you aim for a promotion, your plan might include attend a leadership training, meet with my manager to discuss my ambitions, deliver a key project within 3 months. Write down this plan and assign deadlines to each step. Socrates Mind recommends anticipating obstacles. If lack of time is an issue, set aside a fixed hour each day. He tells the story of a musician who, to record an album, planned each writing and recording session over 6 months, thus overcoming procrastination. A good plan also includes resources, books, mentors, tools. Socrates Mind advises starting small to build confidence, like writing 100 words a day before aiming for a novel. Review your plan regularly to adjust for unforeseen events. This structured framework transforms ambition into reality, one step at a time. Socrate Mind recognizes that motivation fluctuates, especially in the face of obstacles. To stay on track, one must cultivate inner discipline. Regularly visualize your goal. Imagine the feeling of accomplishment, whether it's holding a diploma or crossing a finish line. Socrate Mind suggests creating visual reminders, like a photo of your goal on your desk. Surround yourself with positive people, mentors, friends who support your ambitions. Avoid negative influences that drain your energy. Socrate Mind tells the story of a woman who, despite the doubts of those around her, climbed the professional ladder with the help of a coach. Celebrate small victories. Each milestone reached, like losing 2 kilograms or writing a chapter, boosts your momentum. In the face of failures, Socrate Mind advocates resilience. Analyze what went wrong, adjust your plan, and persevere. Meditation or introspective writing can help manage stress. Socrate Mind emphasizes motivation is not a constant fire, but a flame that we rekindle through habits. Create routines, writing every morning, running every evening to anchor your efforts. In times of doubt, this clarity reignites determination. Socrate Mind teaches that goals are not fixed. They must evolve with you. Regular assessment allows you to measure your progress and adjust your plan. Every week or month, take a moment to review your goals. Have you reached your milestones? Are the obstacles surmountable? Socrate Mind recommends keeping a journal to note your successes, failures, and lessons learned. For example, if you aim for weight loss but are stagnating, analyze your diet or exercise routine. Circumstances change, a new job, a family, and your goals must adapt. Socrate Mind tells the story of an entrepreneur who, faced with a changing market, adjusted his growth target while staying true to his vision. If a goal becomes unrealistic, resize it without giving up. For instance, if writing a novel in 6 months is too ambitious, extend the deadline to a year. Socrate Mind emphasizes failure is not the end, but an opportunity to learn. Celebrate your progress, even modest ones, to maintain motivation. Finally, once a goal is achieved, set a new one to continue growing. Socrate Mind sees life as a series of interconnected goals, each building the most fulfilled version of yourself. By regularly evaluating and adjusting, you stay aligned with your vision, ready to turn your dreams into reality.